Hello Sunshinies, I hope you're all okay. I just wanted to come on and share another tip with you, and this one is called the wave skill, and it's not about surfing. Just in case that's what you were thinking, it's not about that at all, but it's a way of watching your feelings rise and fall, and knowing that no feeling lasts forever. They peak and trough, and although when you're in that feeling, in that moment, it can be difficult to try and ride it out. But this is an exercise that will help you along with that. And it's called the wave skill. Nobody wants to feel angry or sad, but when you try to push a difficult feeling away, it can get all the more stronger. If you can sit with it, you'll find that pretty soon it passes on without you having to do anything. This sort of, it follows on a little bit from what I was talking about in one of my other videos, where, people find a prop that they need when they get angry about something, or something's riled them, or whatever it may be. And this is a very similar thing, I suppose, but in this way you're doing it where you just sitting and letting it over you. It's like having an anxiety attack. I know anxiety is awful. I suffered with anxiety for years, and I still do get anxiety every now and again, but I suffered with it for years and had to take tablets for it and all sorts of things. And I found that I had days where my anxiety were with me most of the time, and I was up here on a level. And then other times it would be like this, and it would be peaking and troughing, and it was just completely exhausting. So these things helped me to overcome them when I was trying to find ways of dealing with it without having to take pills constantly. So this skill is known as riding the wave, because just like a wave, a feeling can rise up, get bigger, and eventually drop away. Learning to ride the wave can help you build tolerance, and when it comes to your emotions, you can stop, and then you can stop it dictating how you feel and what's going to happen. So number one, know it. Recognise the feeling is there. It's helpful to name it as anger, guilt, or anxiety, for example. Number two, allow it. Instead of trying to get rid of it, make space for it instead. Say to yourself, it's okay to be angry or sad. Don't punish yourself for being angry at something, or if you're feeling sad about something. Don't punish yourself for it. A lot of people do. And a lot of people feel like they've failed because they're not happy and joyful all the time, because that's not real life. It's just not. Number three, observe it. Experience how this emotion feels in your body, where it is, what it feels like, whether it's a change, whether it's changing or is it moving. Be curious. Watching an emotion can be kind of interesting. What I mean by that is, do you feel it in your belly and then it rises up to your chest? Or do you get all hot and bothered? Do you get clammy, sweaty hands? Does your face go red? Do you feel like your heart's going to burst out your chest? What is it that comes up for you in that moment? Number four, have a little distance. Knowing that you and your feeling are not the same thing, this feeling is something transparent that you are experiencing right now. The feeling is not you. You are not your feelings. They're completely separate. And you can choose to feel a feeling, or you can choose to ignore it and acknowledge it and then let it pass on. And number five, let it pass. No judgment or actions are required right now. If you wait a little, the feeling will change and fade away. And if that feeling, the same feeling keeps coming up for you, then do some journaling around it, and just to see why is it coming up? Is there something at work that's bothering you? Is there something in your family life that's bothering you? Is there something to do with your children that's bothering you? Journal on it and see how it makes you feel. And a tip for you, Staying with an emotion can feel intense, so try this for the first time when you have an uncomfortable feeling, but not a really terrible one. If you practice it regularly, you'll gradually build the capacity to do it with stronger feelings. You know, it will feel a little weird and a little difficult to do when you first start doing it, but trust me, it will help. So again, if you need any help at all, please don't hesitate to get in touch, and you can visit my website, which the details are in my the link underneath. You can visit the website. You can also find me on Facebook. We have a Your Time to Shine community. If you're interested in joining that, just let me know and I'll send you the details for that and the link. And if there's anything else at all that I can help you with, please don't hesitate to ask. So see you all again soon. Bye for now.